Kaiser Khan back here with another video for Global War 1936, Operation Lone Ranger. This time we're doing turn number 6 for the Commonwealth and for France. So let's get right into it. For the Commonwealth, we've been stinking it up pretty bad with tech rolls. Although we are at stage 2 for anti-sub warfare, stage 1 for radar, improved factories, and long-range aircraft. So maybe we can make up some ground here this turn, and law of averages, right? I mean, that's the optimism we got to have. I mean, eventually it's going to even out, right? Well, we can at least dream and hope. Okay, let's see. 7 for radar. 7 or higher for improved factories. 7 or higher for construction, and then 8 or higher for long-range aircraft. Okay, let's see what all we get. Oops. Oh boy. Well, I gotta roll this one. This one kind of fell. So we do hit on radar. Let's see if we get improved construction. Nope, we don't. Wow. 25% success rate. That's pretty bad. All right, well. Kind of surprised we got even one, to be honest. Okay, let's move on to purchases. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 16 to spend for the British. Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to continue to upgrade some of these militia that are here in Africa. And eventually we probably want to get a fortification in London. Let's let's do 2 militia upgrades. We'll purchase another artillery. So 2 militia upgrades for 4. An artillery will cost us 4, so we'll get 1 back for that. That will leave us with 8 to spend. So let's go ahead and get the 2 militia upgrades out and an artillery. I think we're going to purchase purchase 2 more militia for 4. And then that leaves us 4 to spend. And we'll go with colonial infantry. I guess you could make the argument to save your money, because I think when Germany declares war, we get a discount on, I believe we get a discount. Let me check the chart here. Call to arms. The first time an Axis major power declares war on the British Commonwealth, Great Britain's colonial infantry cost -1 IPP are not limited to 2 per turn in the next British production phase. So yeah, our colonial infantry are cheaper, which is nice. But we'll go ahead and spend the 4 and get another one on the board there. All right, so for the Far East Command, we have 7 to spend. We are going to finish construction of a fortification for 5. And then we will purchase a militia. So this guy gets moved up. And we will get out a militia. For Far East Command. And then for Anzac, we have 7 to spend here as well. We'll upgrade the 2 militia in New Zealand, both the North and South Island. That will leave us with, ooh, no, I take that back. We will upgrade only 1 militia, and then we have 5 left, which will allow us to finish construction of this fortification. So only 1 militia upgrade. All right. So that's going to be it for purchases. Now let's figure out some non-combat moves here. I think we're still good in the Far East, although I'm going to do something here that I don't ordinarily do. I'm going to take a transport, go 1, 2, 3, pick up the 2 colonial infantry that's in Hong Kong and bring them into Singapore. And then this, let's see. This Anzac transport's going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4. He will strategic naval move to Singapore, and both of these transports will go into port. I don't think Japan's going to attack us. Yeah, I don't have any more import markers, but those guys are import. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. What I want to do is take all of these infantry in Hong Kong and Singapore and bring them back to Calcutta. I'd rather mass my forces in Calcutta and put some militia there in Hong Kong and Singapore instead. Because I don't know, in the past when I've played this game, like trying to defend Hong Kong and Singapore is pretty difficult. Because you have the Japanese fleet that's just going to shore bombard, and they got all their planes, and it's really hard to, it's almost like you're just throwing infantry away trying to defend it. So I think we're still going to defend it with something, but it's just not going to be the more valuable units. Okay. I mean, you could make a case for defending Singapore because it's got a fortification and a coastal artillery there. So there is that. I mean, you could try and put all your eggs in that basket. But, you know, I think Calcutta gives us more time to build up and more potential to defend better. Okay. Let's see here. This coastal sub will come up 1 into M8. from the Red Sea. And we are going to go ahead and start getting some of our ships in position here to protect against convoy raiding, just in case if the Germans decide to declare war next turn. So let's get some convoy escort markers out. And we'll just start spreading them around here. Okay, so one destroyer from A44 is going to come up 1, 2, I'll just come up 1 and go on escort duty in A35. Another destroyer will come up 2 and go on escort duty in A28. Third destroyer will come out, go on escort duty 1, 2, 3 into A21. And then we'll send 2 destroyers out to come up 1, 2, 3 to go on escort duty into A20. And then the final destroyer will go on escort duty, let's see. So the Germans can't, one of the rules is that these sea waters here that have this little symbol here that says Monroe, that's the Monroe Doctrine. These waters are protected by the United States, and so the Germans cannot enter here without first declaring war against the United States. So while the U.S. is neutral, the Germans cannot enter there. If they do, it is a declaration of war. So we don't really have to worry about protecting those trade lanes. And then we'll put 1 on escort duty here in A44. Okay. We're also going to send up 1, 2, 3 escort carriers. Into A20. So both of them will go up there. And let's see. Planes will follow. We'll send 2 battleships. We also have the Italian fleet to worry about. We'll send 1 battleship is going to go 1, 2 into M4. We could go 3 if we wanted to, but I want to go down there instead. The other battleship is going to come up 1, 2, 3 into A21. This battle cruiser will also join in A21 along with 2 heavy cruisers. 2 more heavy cruisers will join the battleship here in M4. And then we'll split the light cruisers evenly. 1 will go into M4, the other will come up here into A21. And then this Canadian torpedo boat destroyer will also come up here, and the other torpedo boat destroyer will come over here into M4. All right. We're also going to take this seaplane. He's going to fly back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into southern England. Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and take these 2 subs into mate and bring them over into M4. They'll join the fleet there. Two destroyers will come down from I-4, 1, 2, 3, and go on escort duty into A-54. That might be dangerous, because if they attack us, they might sink both of our ships. See, we defended a 4, but they have a battle cruiser at a 7. And submarine at a 3. See, this is why as the Germans do packs like that, you know, solo guys are vulnerable. But then we also have these Italian coastal subs that are lurking. I'd rather defend this. It's worth more. It's worth a total of 4 instead of these 2 lines that are combined are worth 2. All right, so let's put both of these guys on escort duty. This infantry will rail up to Nubia, along with this cavalry. I think that's going to be it for the Commonwealth. Yeah, I think that looks good, at least for now. The commander that's in London, that's a airborne, that's not a Marine. Okay, let's place some units. We have 2 militia upgrades, along with an artillery. The artillery will go into southern England. One militia will get upgraded in northern England. And the other militia that we will upgrade is going to be... let's see here. Lower Egypt. Okay. And then we get to place 2 militia and a colonial. 1 militia will go into Kuwait. The second militia will go... Second militia will go into Cyprus. And then we'll place a colonial infantry. We'll place him in western Egypt. How about that? Okay. Then we got the Anzacs. Oh yeah, we got the Far East Command. We'll go ahead and put this fortification down in Calcutta. Now, fortifications in cities, they cover all borders. So doesn't matter where the enemy is attacking from, the fortification covers the entire city circle. Now, if I were placing a fortification, say in southern India, I would have to declare what border I'm placing the fortification on. The fortification does not cover all fronts, all borders in a non-city land zone. Okay, so for Anzac, we'll place this one in Sydney. Fortification in Sydney. Militia upgrade. We'll do the North Island. And that will be all. Okay. Now we can move on to France. Oh yeah, we got to collect income. Oh, I had another militia for the Far East Command I'm missing. He will go into Hong Kong. So militia and an infantry in Hong Kong. And now we collect our income. All right, Anzac is at 5. Far East Command is at 7. And British Empire at 16. $15, 16. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. I don't think so. No recruitment roles. All right, let's move on to France. So we have 1 technology role. We're going to go for improved factory, see if we can hit stage 2. That's at a 7 or higher. Nope. 1 out of 6. Wow, that's not very good odds. Okay. We have 11 to spend. No, we have 10 to spend. My bad. All right, we are going to purchase another anti-aircraft gun for 4. We will purchase an artillery, and that will be 8. And then we'll purchase a militia for 2, and that'll be 10. All right, so militia, artillery, and anti-aircraft. Okay. Well, let's see if we have any non-combat moves. We will move 1 AA gun into Alsace-Lorraine. We'll move this artillery into Picardy. And I think that's probably going to be it. Trying to think based on what the Germans have. One, two, three. They surround Paris. They don't have to attack into Paris. Paris automatically surrenders. So trying to figure out what the best course of action is here. I think I like what we have where it's at now. It's always a debate in my mind. What's the best strategy to fend off the Germans? It's like, do you pull most of your forces up? Like, do I put more in Normandy, more in Paris, and kind of leave Aquitaine? I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Probably never will. All right, so one militia will go in Paris, one AA gun, and one artillery. And then France collects 10 IPP for next turn. All right, that'll do it for the Commonwealth in France, turn 6. Next up will be turn 6 for the Italians. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.